Greetings, I'm Marty Terrell, and welcome to the Dr. Heidi Koch Show here on MC22, 822 High Definition. It's our weekly look at you feeling better, relaxing, and really going behind the scenes of a real live professional spa in West Des Moines, Iowa, the spa at West Glen, on the web at relaxdesmoines.com, and it's the Dr. Heidi Koch Show. Greetings, how are you, Dr. Heidi?
I'm great, how are you?
Good to have you. I've got a special guest today, something different here.
Yes.
Rapid fire, what is that all about?
You know, it is, obviously at the spa, massage therapy is a huge part of what we do. And we have many different types that range from Swedish relaxing massages, deep tissue, hot stone. And our massage therapists use rapid fire in their, especially in their deep tissue, when they're wanting to create some heat, be able to work a little bit deeper. And it's also a product that many of our clients end up purchasing because they want to use it at home on a daily basis. So
interesting guy.
Yeah.
We're going to meet Kevin Burns, and he's going to talk
very
about
dynamic person. Yeah.
And a former UFC fighter, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Interesting. You're going to meet Kevin here in mere moments on the Dr. Heidi Koch Show. Don't forget, you can check him out 24/7 on the web. It's relaxdesmoines.com. Dr. Heidi Koch, Rapid Fire with Kevin Burns. It's rapidly approaching right here on the Dr. Heidi Koch Show. We come right back. Thanks for tuning in. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Dr. Heidi Koch, and this is the Dr. Heidi Koch Show. I have a very special guest here today, and as a friend of mine who I think we met maybe 8 years ago, it's Kevin Burns. He is a former UFC fighter, and he's here today with an awesome product that he has formulated and come up with. So first of all, welcome.
Thank you.
It's good to see you. It's been a little bit.
It's been a little bit. I'm very glad to be here. Thanks for including me.
Before we get to the product, just briefly tell us about your fighting, your UFC, and where all of this background came from.
Yeah, you know, it was a kind of a crazy ride. I was managing a sales force and working in finance, and really it was a hobby for me to be doing martial arts. But my friends were kind of doing their thing, and I decided I wanted to try it. I did pretty well and had an opportunity to do it professionally, which isn't every person's dream, be a professional athlete, right?
Yep.
So I took a leap of faith in 2006, and it was a pretty crazy ride. I had 5 fights in the UFC, I had 20 pro fights, and throughout it, got to see a lot of parts of the world that I may not have ever had a chance to see, and meet a lot of people that I wouldn't have had the otherwise chance to see. But it also created in my body a lot of arthritis, and the detriment to my joints was pretty significant. So it was pretty fun. It was a crazy ride, but definitely interesting.
Yeah, and I was, we got to actually come see you
at
Memphis, which was December of 2008?
10.
December
of 10.
Yep, so, and that was an incredible experience. That was my first UFC fight, so it was an incredible experience. So, okay, so anybody who knows UFC knows that there are lots of injuries, aches, pains, and all of that. So that eventually led you to coming up with this product to try and replace some other things that you were using.
Right. I was using some prescription anti-inflammatories both topically and internally. And in my fighting career, I had broken my hands 4 times. I had my tibia chipped off. I had my shoulder jacked up. My nose was reconstructed twice.
Yep.
I've had a lot of different things, and I knew that the NSAID use that I was on was a one-way ticket to death at a very young age. And I didn't want that to happen for me. And I started looking for natural alternatives that I could use to manage the pain and inflammation from the arthritis, but still continue to fight. And I got turned on to essential oils and started using them. They were crazy expensive. And I was able to get off the topical prescription anti-inflammatory, but I couldn't get off the internal as well. Okay. And the science guy kicked in, and I really wanted to research it and find out. And I spent maybe 6 months using myself as a guinea pig, importing stuff literally from all over the world to come up with the original wintergreen formula that you see here. And I was pretty happy at that point. I got off the meds and continued fighting.
Okay, so and you had said when you were using yourself as a guinea pig, some of your fighting friends could smell
Absolutely.
the product and
Yes,
were
they
asking
could.
you about it. So
They could smell the difference. I mean, we've all used something. I
Yeah.
mean, whether it was BioFreeze, Tiger Balm, Icy Hot. I mean, there's a cloud of products on the market, and I probably have put every single one of them on my skin at one time or another, but they never really worked on a consistent basis, especially for really inflammatory arthritis. But they tried it, and they immediately came back the next day like, you have to make me some. And it was a hassle, honestly, for me at the beginning. I was like, all right, I got to figure it out, and I was making it for a few people, and then it was a lot of people, and finally I was like, this is crazy. I need to take a step back, and 3 years ago I partnered with a manufacturer to have them do it, and it's been from there since.
and it has really been a busy
Yeah.
slope up for the last 3 years.
It has.
I understand.
I started with friends and family. I knew a lot of people in wrestling, endurance athletes, that kind of stuff, and eventually they took it to their chiropractors, physical therapists, athletic trainers. And then recently I've been able to get into a lot of the chiropractic continued ed events, massage therapy continued ed events, and share it with business owners who are looking to share a product that works with their people that can help them to manage the pain and inflammation as they walk through the door.
And we use this with our deep tissue massages at the spa, and a lot of those people do end up purchasing it and taking it home. I personally have used it. I always seem to fight with plantar fasciitis, so spray it on there. If you put a sock on, keeps it nice and warm. When you send someone home with that, how do you tell them to use that?
I'll typically tell them if it's something that's inflammatory to use 3 sprays. Each bottle's got 90 servings of 3 sprays. So if somebody used 3 sprays on something once a day, it's going to be a 3-month supply. If they're like me and they've got chronic issues, I use it 3 times a day. You could use it as much as 4 on a given body part, but it'll last me a month. And for $20 as a retail cost, breaks down to like 22 cents every time they use 3 sprays. So it's very inexpensive and has a ton of quality and benefit to them to be able to use it.
And can they use it long term?
Absolutely. So
Every
I've
day?
been personally using it every day, 3 times a day
Okay.
for 6 years, and will continue forever until my arthritis either goes away or I kick the bucket. So
Okay. And
got
what
some
kinds
time.
of injuries do you tell people that it's good for?
Sure. Anything you would normally take Advil, Aleve, Tylenol, that kind of stuff for, you would definitely be able to use Rapid 5-4 topically through the skin. It could be chronic or acute injury, muscle adhesions, sore muscles, pulled muscles, hamstrings, shin splints, bursitis, tendonitis, arthritis. I seem to have all of those. But all of those things would work for. Safe for kids too. When kids are growing up, they get growing pains, right? My kids are young, they get it too. And I don't want to feed them, if I can at all not to, Advil, Aleve, Tylenol, that kind of stuff. My daughter puts it on her ankles every single night before bed. She has horrible flat feet thanks to me. It's what it is.
We give them something.
I know,
don't
we give them something. But so it's really good for anything you normally do that for.
And the gray one is the original winter green.
The original wintergreen.
And then tell us about this one.
And then the lemongrass. So actively identical, they just smell different.
Okay.
People's noses are all different.
Yep.
You prefer a certain scent over something else, and I'm going to prefer one over another one as well. The lemongrass gives different noses an opportunity to still enjoy it at the same active ingredient benefit. Both can also be diffused as well, so oils have many, many different uses. The pain obviously is the #1 use and why I developed it, but the same blend of essential oils are also used in congestions, cold, that kind of stuff. So you can put it on your chest, on your nose, and your feet, kind of like you would Vicks Vapor, except in an essential oils blend, or you can diffuse it or put it in a Vicks steamer. In a Vicks steamer, the top little bowl that's on top, you would just take a regular cotton ball, take 1 to 2 servings, stick it in there, soak it. It'll go all night, help to break up congestion. Really good for kids too, because kids can't do Sudafed,
Right.
And I know how I feel on Sudafed. If I could at all not take it, I wouldn't. Well,
That's perfect for this time of year with everything that's going around. So is there anybody that it's not appropriate for? I mean, age-wise for kids, can you go down to
I would say,
any age?
So the thing you normally look at is obviously the aspirin content. Wintergreen, which is in there, is natural aspirin. A 3-spray serving has 81 milligrams, the same as 1 baby aspirin. Systemically, the absorption of the essential oils is much slower, so you're not taking it internally. you're only going to get 15 to 20 of those milligrams actually in your bloodstream over a 12-hour period. So very little of it is systemically absorbed. I would tell, obviously you want to ask your pediatrician what they would say. I would tell you to obviously look at your doctor. I have my kids, I've given it to them since they were, able to have pain.
I've used it on my children too, so yeah. Okay, and if someone is wanting to look for this and get a bottle to have at home, where can they look?
Spot West Glen.
Spot West Glen.
They can definitely get it. It's available at a lot of different chiropractic locations. You can also get it online at rapidfirerelief.com. If you're not in the area, because a lot of viewers are looking from everywhere. So
perfect. So this is a great product. It works very well. Like I said, we use it at the spa, and we also retail it. It's something really handy just to have at home, because we all come about those injuries, whether we're a weekend warrior or working out all the time. So I'd like to thank Kevin Burns for bringing this to us. It's a great product. And this is the Dr. Heidi Koch Show, and thank you for joining us.
All right, guys, if you're like me, you blew it for the big holiday season, Christmas. You can make amends, Valentine's Day. Dr. Heidi Koch from the Spa at West Glen. What about Valentine's Day, Heidi?
Yep, Valentine's Day. Perfect opportunity to make big points. So we have a couple of things going on that are specials for our Valentine's Day. February 1st through the 14th, we always have the gift card special, buy $100, get $20 free. That one's always very popular. We also have champagne and rose facials, champagne and rose body treatments, and also couples massages. So you can come in, have a glass of champagne, and enjoy a massage. 60 minutes, 90 minutes, whatever works. And so come in with your sweetheart.
Make it memorable this year at Valentine's Day. At the Spa at West Glen, you can check them out on the web at relaxdesmoines.com. All right, welcome back to the Dr. Heidi Koch Show. I'm Marty Terrell. Thanks for tuning in today. And just to go back there, Kevin Burns, former UFC fighter, rapid fire. Little did we know, fantastic guest, really.
Yeah, great guy, very dynamic. He's always like that. Always like that.
Now, rapid fire available at the Spa at West Glen?
It is. It's we retail it. We use it in our services, mostly our deep tissue massages. And you walk through the spa and you can tell when it's being used. I love that smell. So yeah, it's a great product.
All right, Valentine's Day right around the corner. We'll get to that before we say goodbye today. But I want to talk about a couple of other services. You have is it a dietitian on staff?
We do. We have a dietitian. Yep. We brought on 3.5 years ago a weight loss product or weight loss program, and so along with it we brought a dietitian, and she is incredible. She is a marathon runner herself. She walks the walk. She's a sweetheart. She keeps you online, but does it in a very nurturing way. But the weight loss program that we have is Ideal Protein, which was just listed as the #1 diet in the country. So it's a great program that will help you rapidly lose the weight, but it also teaches you along the way everything you need to know to maintain that. It was a program that started in France, and a doctor from France came up with it, and it was originally for the French Olympic athletes that he programmed it for, to lose fat during the off season but not lose their muscle mass.
Interesting.
So that's kind of how it originated. It was in France 25 years ago, moved to Canada, and then I think about 8 years ago made its way to the United States. So we have had great success with it.
And we talked about your dietitian. One more time, you have an amazing scale there.
Yes.
Talk about the love-hate relationship with your scale.
Yes, the in-body scale. So it's a scale that on the Ideal Protein diet, you come in on a weekly basis, or if she does other nutritional counseling. She does some sports nutrition. You hop on the scale each time, and it gives us everything from weight, body fat percentage, BMI, water, where it's intercellular, extracellular. It will tell us, compare arms, legs, torso, where you hold everything. Very interesting. I had a kind of a hip injury, and I work out quite a bit, and I could tell during that time, before it got better, how I was favoring one leg over the other because I could see a little shift in muscle mass in that one leg. So yeah, it's a very sensitive scale, and it can give you a lot of good information.
All right, we hear the term rather coined full service spa. You really are.
Yeah.
It's more than just massage, more than just facials, more than just skin.
Yep. And
it's a whole lot of services.
Yeah, and we're constantly trying to keep our eye on the industry, bringing in new things. So it's grown quite a bit. We just kind of slowly bring on a new service when we see that it's fit for our clientele, and have kind of grown it from there. So everything from different facials to massages, nails, and then we've brought on microneedling, which is we use the Dermapen, a hydrofacial, the diet program. We have the Botox, the new product Kybella, which is actually kind of taking off. And then we also have permanent makeup too.
Do you advise people on, with the dietitian, I would imagine, people don't realize what they're putting in their bodies. I mean, I've gotten to the point now where I drink a lot of water because I'm told that it's, it's good for us, keeps us hydrated, but that's a big part of it. I mean, you can get the after work done, but preventive medicine is almost, you get where I'm saying?
Yes,
just knowing what you're putting in your body can go a long way in determining on how you look and feel.
Absolutely. And, and how you feel, things that you wouldn't even think that are related to what you're eating, as far as kind of that brain fog, the fatigue that you have. It can add to allergy type symptoms, even if it's not a true allergy type symptoms. So the food that we put in, the preservatives, that sort of thing, can have a big impact.
How about detoxification, real quick?
Yeah, and we are just bringing on a detox program because of everything that we're eating, but everything we're exposed to, everything in the environment. There's certain things in skincare, the candles, air freshener, medicines that we take. All of that can kind of bog down your body. All of these toxins are fat soluble, so they like to hide in your fat, which is good because the fat will insulate it. It's bad because you add more fat to try and contain them. So even though detox isn't for weight loss, it certainly helps. And then, so a detox program can kind of clear out all of that garbage, per se, that we're holding in our body.
Right. It's interesting. People go into the spa at West Glen, they go in for a massage and come out a new person.
They do. They can.
You know what I'm
yes,
saying?
Absolutely.
Sometimes a great regimen is kicked off with something as simple as, hey, can I get a half-hour massage?
Yep.
Boom.
Yep. And they come in and then they start talking about their needs, and we can kind of lead them in directions where they can find solutions for whatever is bothering them.
In future programs here of Dr. Heidi Koch, we're going to talk about double chins, crow's feet, women in permanent makeup. Is that right?
Yep. Permanent makeup.
Wow.
Our permanent makeup artist has been doing this for 10 years. So I would say the most common are eyebrows and eyeliner, but she can do lipstick. She also does some scar camouflage, so she can work on scars, and that's been a big thing too. So yeah, it's a fun, it's a great service to add to the spa. So and she's a great person.
We're having a lot of fun on this show. You really are. You're educating people, myself included. It's real simple. Just ask you the question, you get the answers. Hey, you're a University of Iowa alum, medical school over there as well.
Yep.
You're proud of the Hawkeyes. I'm going to do a shameless plug here, but you were into that football team this year, weren't you?
I was.
What do you think the key was to their unbeaten 12-0 season before they lost to Michigan State and then got thumped by Stanford in the Rose Bowl?
Yeah, it was one of those seasons too that at the beginning nobody really knew what it was gonna be like. I don't know. I kind of like Bethard, so I gotta say a large part of it.
Well, I'm going to plug shamelessly, Dr. Heidi, on the Marty and Miller Show, where you and I got acquainted through your great business.
Yeah.
We talk sports every day from 3 to 6. Shameless plug. But it was discovered that last winter, Kirk Ferentz and the University of Iowa went out and purchased multiple copies of this book right here. It's called The Slight Edge, and it's by Jeff Olson. And I just purchased it last night, and I started to thumb through it. And a lot of the things that you talk about, a lot of the things that you do, are contained right in here. It's an amazing book, and Ferentz and Company will be the first one to admit that this book really became the guide and the blueprint for a 12-0 season. So I thought it was important. We've had a lot of inquiries on Marty and Miller. Barnes & Noble, Amazon, any of your booksellers online or throughout the state of Iowa or anywhere you're watching us here in the Midwest, The Slight Edge, Turning Simple Disciplines into Massive Success and Happiness by Jeff Olson. So there's my shameless plug.
There you go. I'm going to have to go get that.
No, it's phenomenal.
I love books like that, yeah.
And you know, it really isn't your typical self-help book too. There's some really neat things in there you don't think about. But exercise, taking care of yourself, diet, relaxation, a big, big part of it. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
2 episodes in the book. You're getting pretty good at this.
I hope so.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a great time.
How do they get a hold of you?
They can either go to relaxdesmoines.com or they can give us a call at 225-2642. Yep.
We'll put that on the screen for you.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks so much for tuning in. You know, weeks ahead, I'm going to kind of exit stage right. You're in here to watch and listen to the expertise of Dr. Heidi Koch. Not me. I'm the sports guy, weekday afternoons 3 to 6 here on MediaCom. For Dr. Heidi Koch and everyone here at the Dr. Heidi Show, make it a great weekend.